Hey everyone, alright, I'm really limited on time and my hair, sorry, is a hot mess today. But I'm so sorry, I've been away for a week. We were on vacation, I posted some videos of it, but let's talk about Raw last night because boy did we kick off with the best of the best. So, we kicked off, of course, with the women, which I totally missed a lot of that. I got pieces of Raw last week. I got no SmackDown last week outside clips online. So I really appreciated the package of explaining how we got to where we were. And, we see the five come out. And the moment the five come out, like, we are setting up War Games. Yes! I love me a War Games match. I really do. They're kind of some of my favorites. So please don't disappoint this year. Please. So we have the five, and then also we see the four come out. Interesting that, like, Io Sky is now a fake. Like, what is going on with Io Sky? Because I feel like even later on when they do the Dakota Kai thing, they're kind of, like, making her look like a fake. Like, are they switching damage control to faces? I need an explanation. Alright, so Io Sky comes out on the side of the face team. And of course, we have four, we have five. Now, I kind of thought it was going to be Bayley. Bayley would have made sense. But of course, it wasn't. But Bayley doesn't make sense with Io. And then we hear the music. And if you do not believe I lost my ever-loving mind, you don't know me. Because mommy is home. And I can't wait. Like the face mask, I feel like it sells the injury a little bit more. I personally enjoy it. I mean, I love the Trish one. Everyone knows, like, the harkening back to Trish and pulling it off and beating Lita with it. It's one of my favorite matches of all time. One of my favorite rivalries of all time. So I do love the mask. And I love that she harkened back to the mask at her last time, like her last run in WWE. So I don't mind the mask. Her outfit was... I just need to buy everything she wears, quite honestly, but I would not look that good in it. But the one thing I will say is I didn't love the screaming of War Games and just hitting. I don't know. I kind of wanted something else. And I'm bummed we got nothing else from her in that thing. But great opening segment. Loved it. Moving on to later in the night. Later in the night, because I feel like we're at a War Games kind of like thing right now. The setting up of the men's War Game match. So we saw, or I saw in clips, you guys saw on SmackDown, Bronson is now on the side of the new bloodline. And I, of course, think, it sets up perfectly for Seth Rollins to be on the team of the OG bloodline. Of course, so we all know, we can go back to April. We all know that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns cannot stand each other. They have a long history. They've built that story up over and over again. Every time they've needed to, they've harkened back to the betrayal and then the reminder of the betrayal at WrestleMania. I love those harkening backs, and I am curious because I was like, of course they're setting it up because they also had that match on Raw. We saw the backstage angle it wasn't really an angle, where it was very clear Seth was like, love you, can't stand that other guy, and we're like, I'm out, I'm not doing this. And then you had the match though, and you had all the interference, and you had Solo at the end coming out, so I feel like they're trying to give it enough to make you believe Seth would do this, but also, like, is Roman gonna let Seth do this? Who knows? We'll see, I guess. But I really liked that tension and that building because I think there is this great reminder of, like, why these two guys don't like each other in the whole thing. And, like, is it a chance to turn Seth heel? I don't know. But I'm like, liking this little, like, friction tension thing going on. Tell me what you guys think of it. Tell me, do you think, like I do, Seth Rollins will end up being the fifth man or not? Who is the fifth man if it's not him? Let's talk about it. All right. Other things that happened, once again seen the teasing of the breakup of the New Day. I think the New Day breakup will happen maybe next week. I think that's the 10th anniversary for them. I feel like that's what they're leading to. I'm a little heartbroken about it because I do love the New Day. But I get it. I understand where they're going. I think you'll end up with those two in a feud. Does that end at WrestleMania? Where does that go? A little confused on that end, but like, I think we all see it coming and know it's going to happen. Very interesting intergender match with American Made, and LWO. Good, decent. Rey Mysterio is amazing. And I like, are they already breaking up American Made? Is that like a thing that's happening? Because that kind of seemed like the thing that's happening. Maybe they've just realized it's not working. I love the video footage for Wyatt 6. You know, I'm a huge Wyatt 6 fan, so love that. Love how they're still building that. Still a little confused about like where it's totally going, but I'm like, I'll sit here and be on the ride with you all on this one. I love a heel Miz. I'll just say it. I love a heel Miz. I love that package they put together for Final Testament and him. I do. I love a heel Miz. And I also love the, like, harkening back to, like, Marine 6. I thought that was a little cute thing. Interesting thing that we haven't seen, and my husband brought this up, who, you know, not a wrestling fan. People we haven't seen lately. I mean, R-Truth wasn't on this episode. We haven't seen CM Punk or Drew McIntyre since their Hell in a Cell, which makes sense, but are they coming back at Survivor Series? Are they coming back at Royal Rumble? I feel like it's going to be a Royal Rumble comeback, but maybe it'd be kind of cool because, well, Survivor Series isn't in Toronto, it is in Canada this year. It's not in Chicago because, as we all know, the epic return of CM Punk, which I was not very happy about, happened at Survivor Series last year. So I'm kind of curious what's going on with that. I don't see them coming back for Survivor Series. I see them coming back at Royal Rumble. Also, we had the tag team fight for number one contenders. I love what they're doing with the War Raiders. Love it, love it, love it. So happy they changed up their gimmick. So happy they're getting the shot. Feel like they are like, even John, like my husband, when they were coming out, was like, dude, they're gonna like squash those two little bugs. And of course they did. After thing with like Judgment Day being him up, because my husband, you always wait for it, right? With Judgment Day, and I think with Bloodline, you always wait for the run-ins, you always wait for the cheating, and how they're going to do that, how they're going to mix up and kind of surprise you each time. I feel like those are all my thoughts on Raw. It was a quick-paced show. I am enjoying the 2-hour format. I don't know how I'm going to feel when we go to 3 hours. Like everyone else who watched the Tyson fight, a little concerned about buffering issues and that kind of stuff on Raw. I don't think it'll be as big of a, like, crowd draw. I mean, like, ratings-wise, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like, it was a lot of people trying to watch that fight that probably would normally not tune in for a fight. So I'm curious to see what happens with Raw. But I'm really excited about it. They're really building up this, like, change to Netflix. And when are we going to see John Cena? We've yet to see John Cena. They are teasing him at the first episode of Raw on Netflix. So I think we'll get that. But I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen more of him, and we also haven't seen The Rock. We only had that, like, one weird appearance of The Rock. So what are going on with those two? And who, now that we're getting closer to Royal Rumble, my personal favorite of the year, one of them, like, who's Cody's next big feud? I feel like, you know, the Bloodline storyline has taken over, and we're missing that. All right, those are my thoughts. I need to get more coffee. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know your thoughts, and of course, in the comments, all the things. And I am back, y'all, after my vacation. So I'll talk to you all on Saturday morning.